Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for September 14, 2025. First, we've been following the developments in the aftermath of the tragic assassination of Charlie Kirk, the 28-year-old co-founder and president of Turning Point USA. The investigation into his death is ongoing, with a suspect in custody, and President Trump has been actively involved in responding to the incident, ordering flags to be flown at half-staff, and announcing plans to award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In other news, we've seen remarkable activism in Nepal, where young people have successfully toppled the government through massive protests organized on social media platforms. The non-profit organization Hami Nepal, or We Are Nepal, play the key role in mobilizing tens of thousands of young people, demonstrating the significant impact that digital tools can have on modern activism. Lastly, we're seeing concerns about global security play out in Poland, where citizens are signing up for voluntary military training amidst escalating tensions with Russia. This surge in interest reflects deep-seated concerns about safety and defense capabilities in the face of Russian aggression. These stories represent two sides of a broader narrative about global instability and the responses to it. Whether through activism or military preparedness, individuals and nations are seeking ways to address their grievances and ensure their safety in an increasingly complex world. We'll continue to follow these developments closely and provide balanced and insightful coverage as events unfold. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall and know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following the tragic events surrounding the passing of Charlie Kirk and the need for a more compassionate America. We also looked at the world of sports, particularly in Scotland, where we delved into the situation surrounding Hamza Igamani's transfer from Rangers to Lille and the challenges faced by Celtic, including the breakdown in relations between fans and the club's hierarchy. Lastly, we're seeing devastating images coming out of Gaza, where Palestinian families are fleeing Gaza City as Israeli forces intensify their bombing campaign. The international community must come together to find a peaceful solution to this conflict, which has been ongoing for far too long. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges faced by individuals, communities, and nations around the world. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide you with in-depth analysis and updates. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press podcast. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm your anchor, Louis. Tonight, we're summarizing the top stories from our recent reports. Firstly, India's primary market is seeing a surge in activity, with several companies lining up to launch their initial public offerings. This is a great sign for the Indian economy and a testament to the growing interest in the country's stock market. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. In other news, the mortgage market is experiencing a period of stability, with mortgage rates gradually decreasing. This is good news for potential homebuyers who may be able to lock in lower rates and save on their loans. However, experts caution that interest rates are unlikely to drop significantly before the end of the year, so borrowers should carefully consider their options. Finally, the stock market has been on a tear lately, with major indexes breaking records and investor confidence soaring. However, according to a recent report by Goldman Sachs, there are two potential risks that could derail this rally: concerns about a recession and shifting views on Fed rate cuts. While these risks exist, strategists believe that the path for risk assets remains friendly going forward. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining us on AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night and good luck with your investments. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Louis. First, we highlighted the remarkable story of Minnesota Vikings quarterback Josh Hines. Allen was not the main focus, however. Ben Johnson's appointment as the Chicago Bears head coach marks a new chapter for the team. With his impressive background and the organization's significant investment in his vision. Next, we celebrated the University of Kentucky's latest Hall of Fame class, honoring 6 legendary Wildcats whose contributions to their programs are nothing short of extraordinary. From Abby Cheek Ramsey's softball achievements to Karl Anthony Towns' phenomenal basketball career, these individuals have left an indelible mark on Kentucky athletics. Lastly, we talked about the Minnesota Vikings, but actually focused on the Minnesota Vikings quarterback was not discussed. However, Josh Allen's teammate Josh Hines. Allen and his NFL matchup were mentioned, but our main focus was that the main story was of the Vikings quarterback is not mentioned. However, we did discuss the remarkable story of the Chicago Bears hiring a new coach in Ben Johnson. And finally, we concluded with an inspiring tale of athletic achievement as the University of Kentucky inducted its latest Hall of Fame class, recognizing outstanding individuals who have shaped the tradition of excellence that current and future Wildcats strive to uphold. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, farewell, and let the spirit of competition continue to inspire us all. This is Howard Closewell, telling it like it is. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Tonight, we're summarizing our recent coverage of significant events from around the globe. We've been following a tragic story from County Kerry, Ireland, where a young man lost his life in a car accident. This incident has sent shockwaves through the local community, and our thoughts are with the family and friends of the deceased. We've reflected on the importance of community and the human spirit in times of tragedy, highlighting the resilience and strength that exists within small towns and communities. In other news, we've been analyzing the geopolitical landscape, including NATO's expansion and its implications for global security, as well as ongoing tensions between major world powers. We've also covered recent developments in the tech industry, including advancements in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and quantum computing. Additionally, we reported on a tragic event in Madrid, Spain, where an explosion at a bar resulted in the loss of 1 life and injured dozens more. Our thoughts are with the families of those affected by this incident. At the AI Daily Press, we're committed to providing you with in-depth analysis and balanced perspectives on these issues, helping you make sense of a rapidly changing world. Thank you for joining us tonight. We invite you to stay engaged with us through our website and social media channels, where we'll continue to provide updates, insights, and thoughtful commentary on the issues that matter most. Until next time, good night, and let's work together towards a more informed, empathetic, and peaceful world. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm your host, Joan. Let's dive into a quick recap of our top stories from this week. First up, we've got the latest from the entertainment industry, where we're mourning the loss of several beloved figures. We said goodbye to R&B legend Brenton Wood, Osmond family member Wayne Osmond, drag queen The Vivienne, and filmmaker Jeff Baena. These tragic passings serve as a reminder of the importance of mental health support and the fragility of life. In other news, we're celebrating the 2024 Academy Awards, where Everything Everywhere All at Once took home several top prizes. We've also got updates on the music world, including Deftones' remarkable achievement of replacing themselves at #1 on Billboard's Hot Hard Rock Songs chart with their new single, My Mind is a Mountain. That's all for now, folks. Tune in tomorrow for more updates from the entertainment industry, and don't forget to stay fabulous. Grow up, and get out there and make some magic happen. Good night, darlings. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at the plight of endangered species, such as leopards and elephants, through the lens of exceptional black and white photography in the Black and White Photo Awards. These stunning images not only showcase the beauty of our planet's fauna, but also serve as a reminder of the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect these vulnerable creatures. Secondly, we delved into the world of houseplant care, providing expert advice on how to keep your plants thriving during the winter months. From watering and fertilization to pest control and maintaining a stable environment, our experts shared valuable tips to help you create a calm and nurturing space for your indoor plants. Lastly, we highlighted the story of the leopard's agile leap and the poignant portrait of an elephant set against a stunning mountain landscape, both of which serve as powerful reminders of the importance of preserving our planet's precious wildlife and ecosystems. These stories all share a common thread, the need for us to take responsibility for our actions and work towards creating a more sustainable future. Whether it's through conservation efforts, responsible plant care, or simply appreciating the beauty of nature, every small step counts. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of wildlife photography, conservation, and houseplant care. Until next time, good night, and let's continue to work together towards a more sustainable future. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.